outstanding article on George Radley. Great article on him because George, like John Thompson, John Chaney, Nolan Richardson, are the pioneers for us African American coaches. We looked at those guys and how they recruited, coached, cared about kids, handled themselves, and I thought he was tremendous. He's been a tremendous ambassador for the game of college basketball for what he's done. He's affected a whole lot of coaches out there in a positive way. So very well-deserved honor he's going to get, and I appreciate you writing the article because for the good guy, we call him one of the good guys. It's good that somebody recognizes who that guy is and a part of not just the basketball legacy, but his work with Dr. King was just tremendous too as well. So getting to the game, I thought Arizona, when I saw them play Washington, and they're playing really well, and as coach, I know Coach Miller will be even more demanding, want more out of them, but you know, their talent level and skill level is so good. I remember, this is my only reference point to this, my fourth year, I think, at Oregon, we caught Arizona with loot on senior night, and they beat us by, it has down 40 in the game. And what it did for me is very similar. This gave me the barometer. I remember telling my staff, this is where we need to get to. And I believe it was like 2 years later, we won the Pac-10 championship and had a chance to compete with teams at that level and that caliber, because that's a lot of skill and a lot of talent, and obviously an excellent coach, but more importantly, it's a whole lot of continuity in place. Recruits know who they are, the winning's in place, the fan base is in place. So for us to one day get there and be a championship program, they sure give you an idea of what it needs to look like and how it needs to play. And that's probably one or two positives, if you want to call it the positives, I took away from the game. The other was Dexter Curtis-Drew. I'm happy that for the third game in a row, he's played with tremendous confidence. He put up numbers tonight, even though they were late in the game. The score had gotten away from us. I was still proud of the way he did that. And we're just going to take the week, regroup again, and get ready for a huge rival game next Sunday.
Ernie, you kind of foreshadowed a potential loss like this when you said that if the team didn't significantly improve defensively over these last couple of days, that it could be a 30-point loss to Arizona.
Well, more importantly, not only that, the thing I always talk about is if we don't play with confidence, because we didn't defend Oregon, but we shot the ball extremely well when we played them here. Washington over there, we never stopped Nigel Goss, but we shot the ball well over there. With us, it's about scoring and shooting the well and having our confidence. We know our defense is not where it needs to be, and it hasn't been there all year with this group, unfortunately. But when you throw the combination of not defending and not shooting, now it's very difficult to manufacture points in the game, especially against a team of that caliber that can score so easily.
A couple previous losses, Oregon State, Colorado, there seemed to be kind of a hangover effect. Are you worried about that after a loss like this?
No, because I thought, again, we really battled back from that hangover effect potentially after that debacle we had in Eugene, and came back here and played extremely well against Arizona State, I thought, to win a game, shot the ball over 50% and did our job. Games like this, you just move this game. We don't see them again unless we're fortunate enough to be in a championship game in the Pac-12 tournament. I think maybe somewhere along the line in a matchup. So you kind of just move the game. You really do. You don't get too up, you don't get too down. You just get ready for the next one. And it's more important for us just to find ourselves and get back on our games again this week, because Washington, I believe they've lost 7 in a row, and this is a rival game. You throw records out the window, just the energy that goes into this, we'll get a completely different team over here, very similar to when Cal came here and kind of found themselves and got rolling on us. We need to make sure we're ready to play in a big rival game. We'll take the week to get ready. We won't have a hangover from this game. It's more about what we need to get back to doing for ourselves to make sure we're playing well.
Is it tougher to beat a top 10 team like this when they're built around these very athletic, very skilled posts?
Well, it's just not the athletic and skilled post. I mean, they've got tremendous guard play that are skilled. They know how to score. They got athletes at the post. They got athletes on the perimeter. It's not just post, but the posts are so good because the guards are so good. So you can't double down because they shoot threes. They can beat you off the dribble. You know, typically you look at teams and maybe a player is just a shooter and can't drive, or just a driver and can't shoot. Or we call him he's a player, or They got several guys that are players on that team that can do both, and they're very difficult to guard.
You guys obviously shot it better in the second half. What else did you like about the effort after halftime?
You know, you say we shot it better in the second half, but realize again, you know, that's a classy basketball coach. They ran a lot of motion and shortened down the game to get out of here without getting guys hurt on your part, which is what you should do. And they shortened down the possession. They kind of took the air out of the ball. They stopped running and attacking, so they gave us an opportunity to make some buckets and do some things. So, like I said before, the biggest positive for me, number one, you get a barometer where you need to do. Number two, I thought Dex did some good things in the game.
Past couple games, Ike's had some issues around the rim. Is that just a mental thing?
I would say yes, more so physical, because obviously he's gifted enough to get there and get to the basket and everything, but he's not played well. And we got to get him back on track again, because we're going to need him next weekend, and obviously again to having the opportunity of closing out this year on a really, really positive note.
Does his learning curve remind you of anyone you've had in the past that maybe started out a little too fast for their own good, but was able to blossom later on?
Not really. It's a little bit different here because again, you know, he's a player that is really, really, really athletic. They had him at the point guard, and we're trying to move him around, have him do different things. He will be better, as will Josh and Nye and Brett, all of them next year, because again, they've switched systems, they switched coaches, they switched terminology. A lot of stuff is different for these guys that they're learning how to do kind of on the fly. And it takes a year to put in a running game. What we do offensively, they'll think it better and play better and do some different things. Again, they're going up against a team. How long has McConnell been there at Arizona now? You know, he's a really, really, really smart, talented point guard that really understands the system, the conference, how to play the position. You know, we can get there. It's just going to take us time to get there.
Are you concerned at all about the free throw percentage today, or just a one-game blip?
No, one of the areas that we've gotten better at, I felt like, was shooting free throws. At one point in time, we were really good in the last 5 minutes, last 2 minutes of the game, closing out games at the free throw line. I'm not too worried about that because, again, I look at this whole game as just being, the whole game was out of whack. We just could not handle much of the game that they did to us and came at us with.
Against a team like this, is there a sense of, like, in the first half where you feel like maybe you're starting to lose it a little bit? They're playing faster, they're more under control, and maybe you guys aren't quite able to catch up as much?
Yes, I mean, they're in any of these games where game starts to get away from you, you try to do things to control that. You take your time out, you try to put different personnel in. I thought the biggest thing in this game, again, was we weren't making shots. They started making shots. We started out okay in the first couple of minutes, and then that separation, and boom, 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 boom. Here came layups by them, dunks by them, open shot. We couldn't keep up with the pace of the game. It's not like a lot you can do then when they get to running them.